Good morning or good afternoon, 7th graders. I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to go over our first lesson, which is 1-1 integers. So go right to Schoology. Alright, so let's go to our class and go ahead and find where this is. If you are a distance learner, it will be under the distance learner folder. If you're a Monday, Tuesday student, it will be under there. Or a Thursday, Friday student, it will be under there. So I'm going to find where it talks about integers. So what you're going to do is you are going to watch the integers video, which you are watching right now, and then you will complete 2 different IXLs. So we are going to view the attachments and find the notes. And we're going to copy that right over to Notability. And I want to create a new note and put this in Unit 1 and import. Alright, so this should look familiar to you from last year. If it doesn't, what we're going to do is we are going to set up our notes. So our topic is integers, and our learning target, I can identify integers using a number line. Alright, and then this part you can fill out on your own. Now, what I would like you to do before we even start talking about integers is I would like you to click on these 3 links right here and go ahead and try to see what you already know about integers and what you do not know. And then come back to the video and we will get started on what integers are. Alright, so after you have done those 3 links, we are going to talk about integers. So right here you will write integers. Integers is the set of positive and negative whole numbers. So remember, a whole number would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to infinity. There's no decimals, there's no fractions, it's just a whole number. Now integers can be positive or negative. So some examples of an integer could be -3, 10, 0, -1000, and so on. There are so many different integers you can list. Go ahead and list a few more if you can think of some. And then let's go to non-examples. So a non-example would be like 0.5 or 3/4 or pi or -2/5. All of these have decimals or fractions and they are not integers. Alright, now we are going to go down to numbers 1 through 4. We are going to determine if each number is an integer and explain our reasoning. So let's look at number 1. Is 3 an integer? Yes, because it is a whole number. Alright, let's go to number 2. Is 2 an integer? No, because it is a fraction. And we know integers can be negative, so this one, it was looking good until we got to the fraction. The fraction tells us it is not an integer. Alright, let's look at number 3, -5. Is this an integer? Yes, because it is a negative whole number. And our last one, is 0 an integer? Yes, because this is a whole number. 0 is a whole number. Alright, so that part should have been pretty easy, especially if you did the 3 links up here. Now we're going to practice writing integers. So we are going to write a positive or negative integer that represents each situation. So number 1 is saying, Ismail climbs 900 feet up a mountain. So we know 900 feet is going to be our integer. Is he going up a mountain, positive, or is he going down a mountain, negative? Right, he's going up. So you could add a plus sign, or you can just leave it as 900 because that tells us it's positive. Alright, let's go to number 2. Abdi owes Miss Fogelson $24. Yikes. Alright, so we know our number is 24. For Abdi, is this going to be a positive 24 or a negative 24? Right, this is going to be a negative 24 because he owes me money. So if you wanted, you could put the dollar sign. Abdi owes me $24. Yes, I'm $24 richer. Alright, number 3. Hamdi loses 5 points for being tardy. Alright, we know our number is 5. Is this going to be positive or negative? Right, this is negative because he is losing points. Good, and our last one. The temperature is 75 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So is this going to be positive or negative? Right, this is positive because it's not negative degrees out. So again, you can just write it as positive without the plus in front of it. Awesome. So now we are going to look at comparing and ordering integers. So for number 1, it says to mark each integer on the number line, and then we're going to compare using less than, greater than, or equal to. So let's find -2 on the number line. You can go ahead and mark it. And find 3 on the number line. Which number is greater? You're right, 3 is greater, so -2 is less than 3. Good, let's go to number 2. We're going to do the same thing, find -5 on the number line, and find -1. Now we need to figure out which one is greater. It's greater if it's closer to the right-hand side. So you're right, -1 is greater. So -5 is less than -1. Alright, we're just about done, boys and girls. We have to write these integers. So number 1, we're looking at 7, 3, -9, and 0. We are going to write them in order from least to greatest. So to do that, we're going to put them all on the number line. So I see 7, 3, -9, and 0. Alright, we need to put them in order from least to greatest. So my first number on the left-hand side, because we're moving from left to right, is -9. And then I have 0, and then 3, and then 7. Great work. Now I'm going to change colors, and we're going to do the same thing with this set of numbers, number 2. So I have an 8, I have a 4, I have a -7, and a -1. Putting them in order from least to greatest, my smallest number is -7, and then -1, and then 4, and then 8. And as you start to do more of these practice problems, you might not even need to graph them on the number line, but it's kind of a nice visual to graph them on the number line. Alright, so right now, let's go back to Schoology. Your assignment is to do IXL B.1 and IXL B.6, both under 7th grade. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Good luck and have fun. Bye, 7th grade.